Hey, love and light from the realm. It's your host, A.K. Abdul-Jabbar, bringing you all another episode of Just Zen Podcast, episode 209.5. I call it .5 because I just want to tell you all this because I watched the episode and I want to bring some attention to a certain character. And I only want to spend probably about 7 to 10 minutes, maybe more, on this. Make it real quick. So let's get right into it, all right? So today's episode is the wonderful and wise Whis. Yes, sir. We're talking about Whis today. The angelic or godly-like energy or resemblance in Dragon Ball Super. And he's also a newer character in the series, the arc, the saga, whatever you want to call it. So Whis is a servant and the martial arts trainer of the god of destruction, who is Beerus. And if you look at Whis, you just look at his presentation, he already looks like an angelic, godly-like being, somebody of higher power, somebody of higher strength and knowledge. And that's exactly who he is. So if we look at just the ring around his neck, looks like a halo, which we know is kind of to correlate with angels, right? And if you look at his staff that he's holding, it has the sphere with the halo around it, and that is the key chamber, the energy chamber. So already right there, just those two quick things are showing that he is somebody of higher power, a higher being. He's somebody that basically knows it all, understands it all, and is willing to show how we can attain the same thing. But more about Whis is that his name, W-H-I-S, it was supposed to be a joke with the character Beerus, how his name has beer in it, and Whis was supposed to be like whiskey, but fuck all that, alright? That's some corny shit. I don't see that. I say that with the characteristics and who Whis actually is, I would say Whis is just another form of wise, right? Because that's what he is. He's calm, collective, informative, knowledgeable. You can depend on him. Shit. And he actually is training Goku and Vegeta throughout the whole entire show. Not only that, Whis is in his mastered full form of Ultra Instinct. He has mastered all of his instinct. He's able to move parts of his body without thinking of having to do it. That's like me, like, hey, grab the mic. Instead of telling myself, grab the mic, I just do it. Like the body just does it. Or in this instance, he's teaching them how to learn how to fight without thinking. Learn how to dodge that punch without actually thinking, oh, dodge that, dodge this. Throw that hook. Do an energy blast without actually having to think about it. He's teaching us to stop being overthinkers. He's teaching us to use our gifts and fight as hard as we fucking can. We can achieve the Ultra Instinct. Goku did it, so can you. So can I. I'm trying to master that. I'm trying to see what that feel like. What's that energy like? Shit. I also meant to add, upon naming Whis' characteristics, most importantly, this man is insightful. He is very insightful, and that's kind of what the Z clip is gonna be. Y'all will see that in a bit. But furthermore, Whis is just trying to help everybody be the best that they can. Again, he is the teacher. He is the martial arts teacher of the god of destruction. He's teaching the god of destruction how to fight and defend himself. Fam, you're supposed to be born into destruction. You have somebody of this energy and of this entity trying to teach you that. Not trying to, but he did. So now Whis is passing the same teachings on to Goku and Vegeta, Saiyans, so they can be the strongest for their universe, for themselves, and for their loved ones. So they can surpass any goal, so they can achieve the Ultra Instinct. That's the goal in life, in my opinion, is to achieve Ultra Instinct. We want Ultra Instinct is when everything, even your body, your mind, your soul, is at its highest point. It's at the zenith. It can no longer go higher. Everything is all peace and happiness and love. which is scientifically not guaranteed every day. But we can create those situations and circumstances. So where does Whis come from? I'm saying that he's an angel-like being or a spiritual guider. He comes from the Omni King, and the term Omni means everything or of all things. Think of like an animal or a dinosaur that eats, that is an omnivore. It eats both plants and meat. So the Omni King, the ruler of all, is actually the father of Whis. And again, this is the same angel and God relationship. Saying, you know, I said in the beginning of the video that Whis is the servant of Beerus, and Beerus also is the servant of the Omni King. Everyone, you know, you see the levels of this, right? So yeah, Whis has the angel entity or the angel energy because he is a spiritual guider. He's guiding them to do more than just be physically stronger and faster and things like that. He's teaching them how to control their bodies and their minds. It wouldn't really be controlling your mind because you're not really using it. Your body is thinking for you. So Whis also has the power to go back in time. He's able to go back 3 minutes, specifically 3 minutes to the event that happened. So if I knock this mic over, he can go back 3 minutes to before that. That right there is another representation of trying to change the past is not always good for us. I might be reaching right here, right? Trying to change the past, there really is no future in that, because in the show, anytime he's changed the past, it really ain't no other outcome, honestly, in my opinion. So let's just get into the Z clip of the day real quick. I think this is really where the build is gonna pick up, and I'm kind of going to get my point across, tell y'all what I'm just saying, right? So here you all go. Z clip of the day. Whis trains Vegeta and Goku. This comes from the new show, the new series Dragon Ball Super. Enjoy.
Neither of you yet possess the necessary speed. Look, I even signed both of your tops.
What? When did you do that?
You two are still thinking before you move, rather than just moving. I'm afraid this habit is especially strong with you, Vegeta. This overthinking is limiting your fighting speed. Messages can only travel through your nervous system so fast. When you rely on thoughts for physical action, you lose precious fighting time.
You really do like to overthink everything, Vegeta.
Oh, shut your face! You're only thinking less because you're an idiot!
Your end goal should be to master the ability to have each part of your body think and move independently of the other parts. But I admit this is exceedingly difficult. In fact, not even Lord Beerus has mastered it, and he's a god. If you can overcome the learning curve, you'll be able to avoid any danger, however severe. So, allow me to take you through every step of the training required in a most meticulous fashion. In exchange for delicious foods, of course.
You mean your body reacts without you having to think?
That's exactly right.
But, Mr. Whis, it looks like you stepped in some poop.
Anyway, let's get back to you, Vegeta.
Yeah, what about me?
You are clearly an extraordinary fighter on your own, and yet, for whatever reason, you're always one step behind Goku, am I right?
Oh, you just had to bring that up, didn't you?
Do you know why you're Goku's lesser?
Please teach me a wise one.
You walk through life with a chip on your shoulder and your nerves wound too tight. This tension makes it hard for you to move and fight at your full potential. And so your first lesson is learning to relax. When there's a chance to rest, you must take it, like Goku does.
Whis is right. I do love me a good nap.
But you have problems too.
What was that for? That was a total sucker punch!
Being too relaxed can also be a weakness. And don't even get me started on the issues with your overconfidence. No matter how strong you are physically, if you let your focus waver, you're set up to fail. I've noticed many times where you're so sure of yourself you let your guard down in battle.
He's got that one right.
Well, I still think it was a cheap shot.
All right, that was the Z clip of the day. What do y'all think? Drop your comments. I know Sorry again, it wasn't really like a fighting clip, but it's something more important than a fighting clip. That was a life lesson clip, alright? So let's unpack this a little bit. First things first. You hearing Whis tell them like, hey, y'all got the game fucked up basically. If you want to be able to beat me, if you want to be able to be the strongest, fam, you got to learn to stop thinking. You got to learn to trust your body and just learn to let your body communicate to what's happening around you so that you're not overthinking. And he's letting them know that everything I'm telling you will make you a better fighter. And that it's not easy. Even the God of destruction hasn't mastered this yet. Even there, he's saying mastery isn't perfection. And perfection isn't mastery. We don't even know what perfect is. So all they know is that the highest strength is as far as they've gone, because they're the higher beings. They're the real spiritual guiders, right? Furthermore, Whis begins to tell Goku and Vegeta about themselves. He says, Vegeta, you know what? One of your flaws is that you're always number 2 to Goku, and your temper is getting the best of you, and you're not getting any results from it. Yes, you're getting better, but you're not surpassing the goal, which we all know Vegeta's goal is to be stronger than Goku and to defeat him in the friendly matter. But notice how Vegeta doesn't even argue or say anything back. He just sits there like, and whatever, this motherfucker calling me out right now, you know, whatever. And that's it right there. That's the spirit telling you to hold yourself accountable whenever you are out of the loop, or that's your spirit telling you, hey, you're being this way and it's not getting you any closer to the goal. Hey, you're being this way is giving you results, but these results don't mean anything because they aren't closer to the goal. And again, Vegeta just has to sit there and take that, all of it. And Whis later on, he moves right on to Goku. Notice Goku is like, yeah, Vegeta, he's kind of going in on Vegeta. And Whis instantly punched his ass like, hey, the spirit hit him and said, hey, now we know that he comes second to you, but you got some flaws too. We know that you're the strongest Saiyan here, but you got some flaws too. You may have mastered the art of transforming into Super Saiyan Goku, but you haven't perfected, or you haven't mastered yourself. You haven't even mastered yourself yet, fam. And Whis then tells Goku, like, you're too cocky. You see how strong you are, and you let your guard down. You're so sure of yourself, you let your guard down. And us as people, us as beings, sometimes we can do that. Sometimes shit'll be going so hard and we just be like, you know what? I don't have to do this no more because it went well the last time I didn't do it. Or I'm overqualified for the job. I won't mess up. I won't get fired. And boom, soon, a month, maybe 90 days later, you're laid off. Not because of your lack of skill, but because you let your guard down, not trying to keep that position. Excuse me if I'm rambling, y'all, but this is a real life lesson. In that moment, he's teaching us a few things: to trust your body, to not be cocky and overconfident, understand that you always have more work to do, but understand the power that you have. Understand the power that you have. Understand you are able to be mindful of the things that are kind of clouding your fighting style. Now, are Goku and Vegeta terrible fighters? Hell no, we know that. But Whis clearly sees the potential. And all he's doing is just giving them pointers on how to be better and how to achieve that mastery, that ultra instinct. I'm gonna keep pulling the shirt up because I love it, all right? And this is the coldest fucking form ever. I don't care what y'all got to say. All right, anyway, Whis, again, is that representation of the great divine, the spirit telling us. We know internally. We have that conversation with ourselves all the time. And if you don't, you are truly lost out here. You're really just going wherever and never, and not even taking in the information that's being shown to you and the knowledge that's being told to you. So this brings me to the end of the show where I tell you all what I'm just saying. So what are we just saying? What am I just saying? I'm going to tell you. I'm just saying that spirituality is science, right? But on a surface level, the science behind that means to create a life with substance. And substance is living a life that means something. And you choose to participate in things to bring you the ultra instinct or higher self instead of being a spectator. Whis is the spiritual guider that we should all have next to our side. I'm just saying. Well, that's been another episode of Just Zen Podcast. I had a wonderful, excellent time sitting here telling you all the truth behind DBZ and how this shit is real life. It's giving us real life lessons, y'all. That's what the whole podcast is about. Look at the episode titles. This isn't just for me. This isn't just my experience or my perspective. Like, no, this is real life shit, y'all. Get in tune, all right? Hey, thanks again for joining me. Lastly, the October is here. October is here. You know what that means. There's new merch on the BLAK Association website. That's right. Go ahead and check out the website, blakassociation.storeenvy.com. Again, that's blak.associate. Whatever. You got the website. I fucked that up. But anyway, love and light from the rim. Thank you all for joining. I'm your host, A.K. Abdul-Jabbar. And I'm just saying. See ya.